So we could all ignore it and pretend it's not there, but you know that is just not the way I like to roll. Let's hit this head on. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to Bruce. Now, I have served Bruce with an eviction notice. He is not listening to me at the moment. He's an angry little fella. Really angry. So I thought if I gave him the time to shine, if I gave him his moment in the spotlight, he would have had enough and disappear very quietly without leaving a scar. So when I'm ever in this sort of predicament, situation, thing, whatever you want to call it, I never like to apply a full face of rather suffocating makeup, because at the end of the day that would be murder. I do need to allow Bruce to breathe, and then hopefully much quicker than normal, especially if I applied a full face of very suffocating makeup and got him even more angry, he will depart sooner rather than later. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to apply my go-to quick, really easy, very light makeup that's going to take me from just getting up in the morning to looking more presentable, but not looking like I've made that much of an effort. That's the sort of look I'm going for today. I do have a football match to go to later. B has had a lot of games cancelled this season, so we're having to do them midweek now. So I've got her game to go and watch. So it'd be nice to look a little bit nicer than I usually look on a Saturday morning when I've just rolled out of bed. Can't be bothered with the world. I always do brows first, without fail. This is from Vive and it's the Modern Brow Gel. I am loving it. I've spoken about it numerous times since I bought this off the website, and yeah, I can't get enough of this. It is superb. It is very water-like. It is very, very lightweight, but it sticks and it is not moving throughout the day. So if you do like your brows to behave themselves and stay in the exact position that you place them first thing in the morning, you definitely need to try this one out. I adore it. I absolutely love it. It doesn't feel like I've got any product in my brows whatsoever, and yet they stand to attention. Next up, the Modern Brow Definer from Vive. I really like this. Usually I go in with a brow pen. This takes maybe a third of the time of doing it with a brow pen, and the pencil is so small you can still create those brow-like strokes. It's not too stiff, and yet it's not too waxy, it's not too soft. It is just the right amount. Now, you don't need to go out and buy this particular product, because you'll get very, very similar results from the NYX Microbrow Pencil, which used to be my fave way back in the day. I love that and still love it to this day. But this was in my drawer, so this is the one that I'm going to be using, and I really do like this shade, medium brown. Just shove the spoolie through the brows just to soften any harsh lines off and blend everything in really nicely, make them look like my brows, only better versions of my brows, and then that's the brows done. I always feel better and more presentable when I've got rid of the discoloration on my face, that particularly on my eyelids and my under eye dark circles. So I am going to take the Estee Lauder Stay in Place concealer. I'm going to pop some on the back of my hand. This is far better applied when it's started to dry down on the back of your hand with the warmth of your skin, and then just smush it, technical term, smush it into a brush. I like to use the N16 from BK Beauty and just tap the ends of the bristles onto the skin. That way you get very little product, but it does the job. You don't want to apply too much of this. And I'm always very, very careful how much I actually apply. I can be a little more vigorous with this on the eyelids, but underneath the eyes, I like to make sure we're very sparing. Look how much better that looks already. I mean, so I don't want to cover up Bruce entirely, because that wouldn't be beneficial for the recovery of my skin over the next few days, but I'm just going to apply the tiniest bit of the concealer over the top, and then we're going to go in with something that is so beautiful. It is cooling, it is calming, it is like a tinted moisturizer on steroids. This stuff is here to make you smile. It is the sunshine in the day. It is from IT Cosmetics. It's the Do It All Sheer Tint Face Balm, 92% skincare, and so lovely on the skin. So I like, you can just have a look how heavily used this is. This is seriously my go-to at the moment. I think it looks so skin-like on the skin, but it moisturizes, it hydrates, it does everything I want a foundation to do. So using my Refa 35 brush, just popping that in the product directly in the tub, and I'm going to go around my brows just to make sure that I don't get any product on my brows, which I've already done. I don't want to have to redo. This is quick makeup at the end of the day. Don't want to spend hours on it. And I just keep on grabbing a little, look at the coverage, just look. Oh, it's just so nice. It is like applying a moisturizer. It is that beautiful. And it's got a really long wear time on it as well. So you could apply this entire face with this brush. I'm not going to, because I want it to be fast, and this brush is very small. But once I've done the little intricate areas, I'm going to move on to my Zoeva 104 brush. The reason I love this so much is not only the reasons that I've mentioned already. Because this is so nourishing and hydrating and moisturizing, you can apply this underneath the eyes without too much worry. Obviously, if you have really crepey under eyes, this is going to really boost the skin, plump out the skin, make that crepiness less evident, but you do have to be careful how much you actually apply, because everything's going to crease if you apply too much. But I just think this looks so lovely. So Zoeva 104, smack it in the product. Make sure you don't get too much on the skin at once. This is a light to medium coverage, so it's not going to cover absolutely everything. It's not meant to. This is supposed to look like my skin. If you want full coverage, a full beat of makeup, if you want perfection, this isn't going to be for you. This is a quick fix makeup that feels so lightweight, and it's cold to the touch. So I absolutely love this. Now, I don't go all the way to the corners. I like to try and keep this in the center of my face, just to wipe out any of that discoloration, and then I just buff that towards the edges. It's not usually the way that I would apply a normal foundation. Normal foundations for me with more coverage get applied absolutely everywhere on the skin, but because this is more of a tinted moisturizer and it definitely looks like skin, you can do this as long as you get your exact shade match. And it just looks super natural. For a quick fix, I'm taking the Morphe Creamy Bronzer Stick, just applying a little bit in the crease, just to lift the eye up a little bit. And, you know, where I'd usually apply this is just second nature now. But I like to apply a little bit on the nose where the sun would usually hit, and then take the same brush that you've applied the foundation and just blend. Let's pop a bit of the Toasty Brown Lip Contour Stain from Huda Beauty just to outline the lips a little bit, give a bit more definition. Before I use any sort of powder on my skin, I want to use the MCO Beauty Soft Matte Blush. And this is in the shade Cosmopolitan. I love this. I absolutely love it, and it is so affordable. It just gives you a nice subtle glow and a pinch of colour. Oh, probably applied a little too much there, but you know I'm blush blind. Gosh, even I can see that that's way too much blush, so we're just going to go over with the foundation brush just to soften that off a little. It'll all come together. says. See? Better already. Just going to mattify slightly using the Laura Mercier pressed powder. This really does blur, airbrushes everything and just makes everything appear smoother. Curl those lashes. I want them to be springy before I apply my Icon mascara from Vive. And yes, I have noticed how Vive heavy this video is. So apologies if you can't get Vive in your neck of the woods, but you know, this is my go-to quick makeup. So yeah, I can't lie. I can't lie and just put something else in. This is my fave of faves. Finishing touch, a little bit of lippy. This is the Blush Balm Lip Tint, I think it's called. It's so small, I can't really see what it says, but it's in the shade Pillow Talk, and it's not the original Pillow Talk. The Pillow Talk for me is quite a warm brown, quite on the orangey pink side, whereas this I think is a little bit softer, and this actual product is very moisturising. It tastes a bit like cocoa. I don't know whether you're gonna like that. I can give it or take it, to be quite honest. This is a perfectly nice product. I would go as far to say this feels beautiful on my lips, and I really, really like it. But do I think everybody should go out and rush and buy it like I did? I mean, I bought 2 different shades. No. I don't think that. I don't think this is an all singing, all dancing product. It doesn't last all day. You are going to have to keep on applying this. You get very little for your money because the applicator and the bullet is so small. So it's pricey for what you get. Yes, I'm glad that I bought this particular one. The other shade that I got is slightly too dark for me, but I do like this. I do like this. It's a finishing touch. I think there are other more affordable lipstick bullets though that are just as nice as this one, but I am enjoying using it, so I'm going to wear it today because what a waste. I mean, what a waste if I just left it to rot in a drawer. So this is the final look. It's not glitz, it's not glam, it's very, very natural, but I just feel a little better about leaving the house. Not that that's really ever bothered me before, to be quite honest. I've gone out looking like an absolute dog's dinner before. Oh my goodness, God help you if you bump into me while I'm on a dog walk. With my wellies on, I mean joy. I'll see if Louisa can put a side-by-side before and after photo up for you so you can see where we began and where we finished off. It's taken me about 5 or 6 minutes to do this entire makeup look. I'm not sure I sat still for long enough with the same expression on my face for Louisa to take a screenshot of before I started applying makeup, but she's full of surprises, you know? So we'll see what she manages to come up with. This makeup look isn't supposed to be glitz and glam, full beat perfection. This is supposed to be a very natural, fresh makeup. It's makeup that doesn't look like makeup. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you've thought about it in the comment section. I'm keeping everything crossed that by the time the next video arrives, Bruce will have done one and vacated my face. I am trying to be as inhospitable as I possibly can so that he gets the message. You know, you're not welcome here. On you go. On you tot. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell and give this video a cheeky little share. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.